So in my experience as a real estate agent in Windhoek, I observed that many people who are selling their homes don't really know about this important document called the Building Compliance Certificate. So we decided to team up with City of Windhoek to just give a short explanation of what this document is all about. So if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any important video like this one.
My name is Harold Akwenya. I'm the head of communication at the City of Windhoek. Today we'll be explaining to the masses out there how compliance certificates work in terms of obtaining them. And we know that each and every building needs to comply to certain standards. So myself and Mr. Emmanuel Shinana will be explaining to those out there, our residents, how to obtain and where to obtain it and how to go about obtaining a compliance certificate for their buildings.
Mr. Shinana, please tell us what you do at the City of Windhoek.
I am a senior building inspector at Building Control Division at City of Windhoek.
What is a building compliance certificate and why is it needed?
A building compliance certificate, it's a certificate that City issues to certify that the property that is to be transferred has been erected in accordance with the statutory building regulations and in accordance with the related bylaws.
Basically, the building compliance certificate is needed to make sure the buildings are properly done according to the laws of municipality and for the safety of whoever is occupying it.
Of course,
okay.
Yes.
How do I get this building compliance certificate and where do I go exactly?
For building compliance certificate, we do have 2 offices where one can apply. For western suburbs like Katutura or Chomwise and other, we have a center at Katutura Customer Care Center. And for the eastern suburbs and farms, we have a center at Customer Care Center at Counter 10 at Building Controls Counter.
Okay. So how much does one pay for the building compliance certificate, or is it free?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is very few things that City offer for free.
Okay.
But, a building compliance is one of those that they charge minimum fees.
Okay.
We do have 3 categories. One is meant for the low income,
Okay.
low and average, and middle income, and I don't want to say it high income, but those ones.
Yes.
Yeah, big houses.
Okay.
Where big houses are.
Yeah. If I want to apply for the building certificate, do I get a certain form? Or do I get it from the website or do I come physically to your office?
Yeah, it's optional.
Okay.
You can either download it from our website and fill it in and submit it at our office.
Okay.
Or you can come and get it physically from either Windhoek or Katutura office.
All right. How long does it take to get this building compliance certificate if I apply for it today?
It's quick. We normally do it within 10 working days.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah. So that includes now the inspections, the admin work and site inspections and printing of a certificate.
Please take me through the process. So when I complete the form and I submit it and I pay the fees, what happens? Do I get the compliance certificate immediately, or is there inspection or something like?
The inspector, when the inspector comes out for inspections, he inspects, comparing now the approved building plans with the existing building.
Yes.
And if there is correspondence between the 2, he would recommend for the issuing of the certificate.
Oh, okay.
He will prepare a report and submit to the office.
Okay.
And a certificate will be printed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. In case that you have defects that need to be corrected, he will as well prepare a report. And the report normally tells you of what need to be corrected. Okay. And after you are done with the corrections, you can notify us again.
Oh,
then,
okay.
Yeah, notifying us means you reapply.
Yes.
So with the same form, Fortunately, the same fees have to be paid, and the inspector will follow the same route again.
Yeah, procedures. Okay.
Yes.
I've been a real estate agent for quite some time now, and I picked up that many of my clients didn't know what, or they don't know what a building certificate is. So I just want to ask on their behalf that is it possible to sell a house in Windhoek without a building compliance certificate?
No. any transfer of ownership of the fixed properties that is located within the boundaries of City of Windhoek need a compliance certificate.
Okay, so I can't jump the lines here. I can't bypass.
Unfortunately not.
Okay. There you have it from the horse's mouth. It is actually very impossible to have your property transferred if you don't have the compliance certificate. So guys, if you are thinking of selling your house or you are in the process of selling your house, please do contact me. I am at your service. I will help you in any way possible to make sure that you have your documents ready. Mr. Shinana, on the compliance certificate application form, there's a place you have to specify who the purchaser is when you're completing the form. Is it possible for me to get the compliance certificate without actually having a purchaser for my property? Can I do it in advance, or do I have to first get a buyer for my property before I apply for the compliance certificate?
Yes, you are most welcome.
Okay.
We can issue you with a certificate that you are the property owner and you just need it for personal use. So we indicate it on the certificate.
Okay, great. What happens if I have an illegal structure on my property? The inspector goes and checks and they saw, there's a ghetto on my property. It's not on the plan, so am I required to remove it, or can we just get the compliance without removing it?
Fortunately and unfortunately, you need to take away the illegal, let me say the temporary structures. Building regulations make provision for approval of some temporary structures, but unfortunately a check is not part of it. So should you find yourself having a check on your earth, you will have to take it away. Then we can issue the certificate on a vacant earth, should it be vacant.
Okay. Another scenario. So what happens if I have a room, if I build a room on my plot, and that room is not anywhere approved on my plan? Do I have to demolish that room, or is there any other way that we can go about it?
Yeah, if the permanent structure that has been erected without the required permission, if it can be legalized, we will ask you to get to engage the services of an architect, of a draftsperson, or anyone that can draw up plans, that you get the plans drawn, get them submitted, and get it approved. After the approval, that is when you can call us again. Then we can do a site inspection, just to confirm compliance again. Then a recommendation for issuing a certificate can be given.
Okay, that's, I think, straightforward. So I have another scenario. All these questions now that are coming forth, they really happen real life, my clients. So what happens if I have like a flat that I built behind my house, and that flat was built on a municipal sewer line? Is there a way to rectify the problem, or do I really have to just demolish the whole flat?
Rectifying it is subjected to a number of things. Should there be a chance that your sewer line can be rerouted, on your cost, you can apply. You can get the engineer's designs, submit for approval to engineering services, and get the services rerouted.
Oh,
In case
okay.
if where it cannot be rerouted,
Then you have to demolish.
unfortunately, you have to break down.
Okay, I see. Another scenario is when somebody wants to sell their house and municipality comes and inspect the place and then just found out that a small portion of their house has been built in the neighbor's yard. And well, the inspector called it encroachment. So we cannot get the compliance certificate. What do we do in this case now? Do we have to demolish that piece of property, that piece of building, or can municipality just forgive us and we move on with our lives?
You know, the thing is, you can only buy what is legally erected within your boundaries.
Yes.
Should there be anything that is erected outside the boundaries, that is what is being referred to as encroachment.
Yes.
It can be corrected in two ways that are regulated.
Yeah.
You can either buy the portion
of the neighbor.
Be it from the neighbor, be it from
the city of Windhoek.
The city of Windhoek,
Okay.
or in general, you buy it from whoever owns the encroached part. Yes. And there is a lengthy process of subdividing, rezoning, if it's not the same zoning. And it's a lengthy process. Or else you just break down whatever encroached to the... Yes.
Okay. So who's responsible now from City of Windhoek, or do I have to get an independent surveyor to put to indicate for me where the boundary is exactly, or how do I go about it? Do I come to you and so you can tell me that, okay, here, this is where your boundary ends, or what is done there?
Yeah, very important. There are professionals that can tell where your boundary ends and where it starts.
Okay.
Those are land surveyors. There is an institute of land surveyors.
Okay.
One can get a list, I think, from their website, and that same professional should give you a certificate.
Okay.
That tells the degree of encroachment, if there is any.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's the certificate that we'll have to submit to the City of Windhoek, so that when the reinspection is done, then the inspector will know where the boundary is.
Yes.
Okay. All right. This is one of the famous problems that we have with building compliance certificate. So let me give you this scenario. I have a house and I have a backyard flat there behind my house. And this backyard flat is not on the plan. So municipality goes out to do inspection for compliance certificate, and they discover the flat is not on the plan. So they tell me, you have two choices, madam. You demolish, or you get someone to draw the flat on the plan. Okay, and I get that, and I get someone to draw on the plan, and then we try to submit it to municipality. Municipality tells us, we cannot accept your plan because you owe a lot of money with us. You have to pay for your water electricity rates. Okay, for me, I don't have money. I'm actually completely 100% broke, and my electricity is blocked. My water is cut. I'm in trouble, and one of the reasons I'm selling my house is because I want money to sort out my debts and sort out arrears and stuff like that. But municipality is saying it's a requirement. If you want your plan to be approved, you need to pay your water, electricity, blah, 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 all that. What do I do? Because now I can't move forward. My client that I got, my customer who wants to buy the house, is waiting, and we can't move forward because I need to settle debts. I don't have money for debts. What do I do?
Yeah. In general, city cannot offer service to anyone with accounts that are in arrears. Okay. So you should clear the account. Okay. It is a must that the account must be cleared. Okay. If there are difficulties to clear the amount, be it's a huge amount, and there are valid reasons that you cannot clear them on time, you can always come to our credit control and arrange the payments.
Okay.
So service in that matter can be arranged.
Okay, that's sufficient. Let me give another scenario. I bought this property 20 years ago, right? And 20 years ago, there was nothing like compliance certificate and stuff like that. So now I decided I want to sell it now, and I discover there are faults. Who takes responsibility or ownership of those faults? Is it the previous owner who sold me the property 20 years ago, or is it me? Because I mean, I was not aware. I just bought the thing. I'm so innocent. What do we do?
In line with the relevant legal provision, it remains the responsibility of the owner, of the property owner, to ensure legal compliance at all times.
Okay.
So you bought it foot-stored, as we call it.
Yes.
So it comes to you with all cracks and cockroaches and so.
Yeah.
Should there be any defects, it's owned by you as a property owner.
Okay. How long is the building compliance certificate valid?
It's only valid for 6 months.
Okay, so if it expires, I start over from scratch?
Yes, fortunately, yes.
Okay, even if I didn't do anything new on the property?
You have to start from scratch again. So, because inspections have to be conducted.
Okay.
And a recommendation have to be given by the building inspector.
Okay.
In general, one needs to have. I know it costs you to apply for a compliance, but you can get the private person to compare your building plans with the existing building to see if there is correspondence between the two.
Oh, you mean before I even request for the inspection, I can just call someone, an architect or somebody, to check if everything is according to the rules of municipality?
Anyone, be it an architect, be it a contractor, be it an engineer, or anyone that have an understanding of building plans.
Like Aina Sheya, the agent.
Yeah, most of the agents, yes.
Most of the agents, though.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so basically, if you want to have your building compliance certificate, make sure you don't have any illegal structure on your premises, and make sure you have clearly indicated your earth number on the boundary wall or on your house, so that the municipal inspector sees it, and you make sure that your plans are actually up to date with how your house looks on the ground, and make sure your plans are actually approved. And for further information, if you need help with building compliance, just contact me, Aina Sheya. I will be more than glad to help you. See you again in the next episode. Your girl, Aina Sheya, signing out.